Let's talk about the new world, because here's one for you to get you thinking. In the new world, we're not going to be killing animals. And I've been posting a lot of my old videos recently, and one of them was of the new world, of how I see it. And within that, you can see, we're going to see a lot of the world fairs, and it's like we go back in time and everything is being preserved for us, and then it becomes the new world. And I also mentioned about the relationship with animals is going to increase because there's going to be more love in this world. And I also mentioned food replicators, because a big thing for the new world is that we're not going to be killing animals. And within all the different positives within that video, there was still a few that focused just purely on that replicator part. I'm not having any fake food, any Bill Gates stuff, but we're not going to be killing animals. And that comment has got me thinking even more. How do you know what you're eating at the moment? There's been this massive attack on farmers all around the world, and a lot of people say we need to protect the farmers. But how do we know they're not rescuing the animals? And how do you know you're actually eating real animal meat now? And there is a operation taking place where they've been actually rescuing the animals. There's a lot of farmers that you see their lands, you see the lambs running around and stuff, but they all send their animals off to the slaughter now. How do you know what takes place in that process? And again, you say about real food. Look at the food that we've been consuming for our lifetime, with additives and preservatives and all the different steroids and crap that we find in all the meats. How do you actually know? And to go one further than that, even the names of it, they call it sausage, they call it steak, they call it burger. They don't call it cow, pig, because less and less people would eat it from a young age if they knew what it was. And this triggers people because a big part of this life, and I'm out in Brazil, I've stopped eating meat and fish for the last 3 years now, and barbecue is a big thing out here, and there's a social aspect to it. You can't just take these things away from people. So coming back to the science, replicators, the technology is all here. So again, look at the food that you say, no, I'm not having any fake stuff. You eat fake stuff anyway, and the people that moan have so much processed, unhealthy food anyway, and that's why they're so miserable now. But the science is so good, and if you look at homeopathy, bioresonance, they can quantify all things to a vibration, that then they even put it into the imprint in your water, and that's your treatment. If you look how all supplements are made, that's a big con. It's a vibration printed in some powder that they put into a tablet or a capsule form. It's all the same thing, but it's an imprint. And people get challenged by that. But you're going to see the new foods. How would you even know? And I was thinking, they're not going to be killing animals. They say there's an inhumane way, the halal, to kill animals. This inhumane to kill, full stop. And people would really fight against that, and the only way around it, well, you've been eating processed replicator foods for the last 5 years. We've been doing this operation for you, and you haven't complained then, and we got it down to a T so much that it's perfect, identical to what you would have as a burger. In fact, it's more nutritious, it's got more protein, it's got everything you need in there. You've been eating it for the last 5 years. How do you know? Because you don't do the killing. And then you say, oh, my farmers and my butchers. And we had this conversation in my community yesterday, and she said, that's really interesting, because I've been asking for bones for my dog, and the farmers know we don't do them anymore. We can't get them anymore. And she said, well, you've got all the lambs in the fields. Yeah, we still can't get them. So it's a question to ask. And again, it makes sense. And when people make the other comment, well, animals kill animals and they eat each other. Animals only kill when they're hungry. And when you start providing food for animals, they don't kill. And I see the new world, we're going to be the guardians for the animals, we're going to be the gatekeepers, and we're going to be the shepherds, where we do provide for them. And if you even look at studies on foxes, they would rather scavenge through human rubbish than go and kill another animal. And you start seeing the big ones, the lions, and they all kill and they eat, but they do it again for hunger. But you also see how in sanctuaries, if it's done through love, lions grow up with monkeys, they grow up with dogs, and then they don't eat each other. They grow up with each other. They even recognize humans that looked after them, and you see these amazing videos. So over a generational thing, you take out fear because the human race is improved. There's no more murders, there's no more disgusting rapists and pedophiles and evil satanic, that's gone. So fear's taken out. Then in the animal side, the animal kingdom, which is a big part of this evolution, they're all going to be in love, and you're seeing more and more connections with animals with all these amazing videos all around the world. And again, it's this natural cycle that over time we still have yet to experience. So again, coming back to the foods, how do we know they haven't done an animal rescue? How would you know? And people get really challenged by that because they love their barbecue so much. You'd never go and kill the animal. Go and do it yourself. Then it's a different story. And a lot of people will say the same thing, but they love meat so much and they see the benefits to it. So again, a question to ponder on. What are you actually eating at this point? And you see the examples of the ostrich cullings. Is that a sign that no more killings? And it's just showing you the inhumane ways because it's a different animal and we don't eat an ostrich as much and it's not accepted. And in dogs in China, that's disgusting. But cows, no, you can eat them. But you look at a cow, a kid look at a cow, you don't look at a cow and go, I'm going to eat you. So again, come back to the foods that you buy in your supermarkets that are wrapped up, cut up, flesh. How do you actually know? Think about it.